Hello and welcome back to the With Woman Health channel. I'm Elena, the certified nurse midwife behind With Woman Health. And if you're new here, I'm so thankful that you decided to stop by. I have taken a very unplanned 2-week break from the podcast and the YouTube channel just because the Christmas and holiday season kind of got the best of me. And I was busy spending time with my family and my friends and all the preparations, and we had out of town guests and all the things. And so the With Woman Health just had to take a back seat. But I'm back now, and this is the current situation. As I'm filming this, it is December the 31st. This is my planner lineup video. As far as the planner community goes, I am way behind getting this filmed and getting it posted, but this is real life. This is my process. Every year I say I'm going to get my planner set up in advance of January the 1st. And to be honest with you, every year here I stand at the last week, the last possible minute, sometimes after the 1st, getting my new planners set up for the year. And that's okay because I like to take time to reflect, to think about the year before, to see what has worked well, what has not worked well, and then dive in. That way I'm in a new and a good frame of mind. And so you're not going to see me set all these up today, but what you are going to see me do is just give you a quick run through of all the planners that I'm using. Yes, I am going to be using all of what you see here on this table, which is a lot. It is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 planners, journals, notebooks here on this desk. And I am going to be using all of them, but not all necessarily separately. Some of them are going to roll up into one. I'm not going to touch every single one of these every single day. Do I think that everybody needs this many planners? No, not necessarily. I do. There's several reasons why I need these. And I'm a planner girly. I enjoy all the planners, all the notebooks, all the stationery, all the discs and the coils and the pins and the stickers. I love all the things. And so that's why I choose to use this many items in my planning for the year. I'm very excited and optimistic about 2026. And so now I'm going to take you through what my planner lineup is going to be. Okay, so I took a little time to clear off the desk and we'll just kind of go through one at a time. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, then you've seen a lot of these items unboxed already on my channel. You've also seen me unbox some things that I'm not using, and then there's also some things that have arrived that I have not yet unboxed that I probably won't necessarily be using this year, but that are undated so I can use them a different year. But this planner here, and please forgive the lighting, it's just that time of year. This is the only place that I had to film today, and the lighting's not great. I have a lot of sun streaming in through these windows at this time of the morning, but I really needed to get this filmed while some of my people are still sleeping and that kind of thing, which is another reason why I'm late videoing this, is everybody that lives in my home has been home and I need quiet space to be able to film. And in the house we live in right now, I just don't have a separate space for that with the way we have things set up. So anyway, this planner you have not seen on my channel yet. I have not unboxed it or anything. I ordered it a little bit late because I had a very hard time making the decision about my catch-all for the year. And this is it. This is what I finally decided on. So I knew I wanted to use a Colibri, Colibri Paper Co., because that is what I used last year as my catch-all. And to be honest with you, I love it. It has everything that I need. It is a daily planner, which I need. I need a daily. I need a page for every single day. You'll see in here how the days look, and as we use it through the year, see here you've got for every single day of the year, you've got an hourly schedule that's broken down, and then you've got a to-do list, a place for a hydration tracker, and today's goal. I don't always use that section for that, or notes. I vary a lot what I put in those areas, but you'll see as we set this thing up what I use all the places for, and it changes. So anyway, I'm not going to do a total flip through on this today because this video will be long enough without that. But when we set it up together, I will do a full flip through before I write or sticker anything in it. But this is a daily. It's just 6 months because, you know, it's already, you can see, a pretty chunky girl. And that's because, like I said, it's got a sheet for every single day. So this Colibri, the Works Daily, is going to be my catch-all planner for 2026. Okay, sorry, I had to take a brief pause for dog interactions. Who needs to be worried about the people in my house interrupting me when you've got dogs to interrupt? Anyway, something else I wanted to say about this planner. Yes, it is going to be my catch-all, and yes, it is the same planner that I used from the year before, but big change is that this is an A5 size planner, and I have always used a 7x9 size catch-all because I need lots of space. And that is why I ordered late, is because I was very nervous about what to do with the sizing. I ended up going with the A5 because I wanted the planner to be a little more portable, because I take this planner with me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I keep some sticky notes in it for, you know, future planning as I'm making appointments or making a work schedule, that kind of thing. But I'm a little nervous about using the A5, but I'm committed. I love the Colibri planner. We'll give it a try. Worst case scenario, if I need to bump up to the 7x9, I can always order one and do that. I don't like doing that. That feels like a waste. And so I'm going to try really hard to make this A5 work for the year. And I'll just try to write a little bit smaller. So, okay, that is my catch-all. I'm going to shift gears over to, and these are in no particular order here. This is actually 2 planners, but this here is my Laurel Denise Scout planner, and you can see it's got this big hump here, and then it's going down here. If you saw me unbox this and flip through this planner, then you know why that is. You've got, for every month, you have your monthly view up here at the top, and then you've got all of these little weekly pages down here. Okay, sorry, this video is probably just a little bit disjointed. I could not stand the lighting. The sun was getting worse and worse through those blinds as it's rising, and I had to move. I had to relocate everything over to another side of this desk, and so that's where we are. Unfortunately, this side is not as pretty. There's a little damage here. It's a little bit of a mess, but that's what we got, and that's what we're going with. So done is better than perfect. Okay, as I was saying, this is my Laurel Denise portrait planner. This is, it's not the portrait anymore. Sorry, they call this the Scout. And this one is in Pemberley Gardens. You probably saw me unbox this on my channel. I am going to be using this for my With Woman Health planning. So it's going to be for my content planning, deciding when podcasts need to come out, when they need to be recorded, when they need to be edited, when the YouTubes need to be filmed and edited and put out, and then also some social media, which I need to do more of if I want to be able to meet the goals that I have for With Woman Health for 2026. So you'll see me working in this planner as I plan content and that kind of stuff for the year, and that is the Laurel Denise Scout. And then in addition to that, I'm going to be using this Moxie Life notebook. So move that to the side. This is just a lined notebook that I ordered from Moxie Life, and you can put their interchangeable covers on this planner. So I will be putting a cover on it. And then I'm going to also be using this for With Woman Health. So this is going to be where I'm kind of brain dumping episodes for the YouTube channel, things that I want to film, podcasts that I want to record, and then I'll make my outline. Because I do usually make myself a bit of an outline, especially for the podcast, to make sure that I'm covering all of the information on a health topic that I want to cover with you guys. So that's what I'm going to be using this for. This you have also already seen on my channel. This is my Moxie Life planner. Now, in hindsight, I could have gotten away with using just probably the companion notebooks, because it turns out that I do have a plan for what I'm going to use the pages for, like the weekly setup, but I don't necessarily need that because I have my catch-all, and my catch-all that I use has a weekly layout and a daily layout and a monthly layout. And that meets all of my needs for my day-to-day planning. But I'm going to be using this planner for my goal setting for the year. And I'm going to use it to set up my annual goals. I'm also going to use it for my monthly goals and my weekly goals. And then those will roll up to my catch-all. But then I also, since I don't need the weeks for my actual planning, I'm going to be using this section for gratitude. Gratitude is something that I really want to put a focus on in 2026. And so I'm going to be using this as a place to list out gratitude every single day. So I do plan to touch this planner every single day. I've got some interchangeable covers, and so it'll look a little bit different every time. And we are going to do a video together of me planning out my goals for 2026, getting them all built, and getting this all set up for my gratitude. So the Moxie Life, this is the vertical weekly, will be used for my goal planning and for gratitude. Okay, this you have seen on my channel. We did a full unboxing of this planner and a total flip through of the planner, and then sticker books that went with it. But this is going to be my reading planner / journal for 2026. This is the Kell of a Plan reading planner. If you watch that video, you'll remember that this is not the new version that she just put out at the end of this year, 2025. This one came out actually the end of 2024 with the intent for folks to use it for 2025. But it's an undated planner, and I really liked the colors and aesthetic of this book better than the new one. I just don't really care for the color purple very much. And so I felt like there was a lot of purple in the new one. And so I'm skipping that and using this one instead. So the Kell of a Plan reading planner will be my reading planner for 2026. I enjoy using a reading planner. Do you need one? Maybe, maybe not. My dog's whining to go back out. They've been in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out all morning. They're driving me crazy. Hold on. Man, to be honest with you guys, it's a miracle that I get anything recorded or edited or posted ever, with all of the interruptions that I have here working from home. Anyway, do you need a reading planner? Not necessarily. If you don't enjoy planning your reading out or recording what you're reading, that kind of stuff, or you just want to do that digitally through like Goodreads or Storygraph or something like that, you can certainly do that. I love to have a reading planner. One of the biggest joys for me is planning out my reading for the year ahead. I love to read. I want to fit more reading into my life. There's so many books that I want to read, and I just don't necessarily have time to get to all of them. But I want to get to as many as I can. And I find that not having any lag time looking for my next book is very helpful to have a continuous kind of reading life. So I plan out most of the books I'm going to read for the year ahead in advance. Does that mean I always stick to that? No. Do I always get to all the books I plan to read? No. But it helps me to just keep going. So that's my reading planner for 2026. Now let's talk about budget. Again, you have seen this budget planner on my channel already. We did a big unboxing of it and went through the sticker books that also go with it. You are going to see setup videos for all of these coming. I haven't used a budget planner in the past. The Calibri does have some budget pages, and I have used them, but there's not enough space on there for all the things that I need to plan budget-wise, as far as savings goals and bills and debt trackers and all the things. So we wanted to deep dive into our finances a little bit more in 2026. We have some big goals that we're working on related to our finances, for becoming less dependent on some of our income sources and things like that. So we're deep diving into a big time budget planner. Again, I already flipped through this on the channel, so I'm not going to do that. You'll see more of it as I set this up with you guys, which I hope to do within the next week, because tomorrow is January the 1st and we want to be using this planner right away. So you'll see that coming up. But this is the budget planner I'm using for 2026, the Keleva Plan budget planner. Okay, you have not seen this on my channel. You have seen this on my channel. This is the Homeschool Heart Happy Planner. If you remember, probably it may have been the first video I ever posted up here on YouTube. I had two planners. It was like a seasonal teacher planner and then this Homeschool Heart teacher planner. This is the homeschool cover and dividers, but it's not the homeschool layout, because I put the homeschool layout in the other planner that I'm using for homeschool. So this is actually the homeschool cover and dividers, but the guts of the regular teacher planner. I'm not sure what they call, maybe just the regular teacher layout. I can't remember. Anyway, irrelevant at this point. Okay, this is a academic year calendar, so it's dated for the academic year. That's not a big deal to me because I can change the dates as needed. But anyway, I did not want this to go to waste. All the guts that were in here, I bought it, I paid for it. I'm not using it for homeschool planning, but I did want to be able to utilize it. And I had not decided on my faith planner for the year. So I really liked this cover on this notebook. I didn't realize that I ordered the dot grid notebook until I just opened this up this morning. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I'll show you the pages in here, but not a big deal. I liked the cover. Yes, I know I just said I don't like the color purple very much, and I don't love it. And there is a lot of lavender and purple in this cover, but there's also lots of other bright colors in here as well, and some of the cutest little dogs you have ever seen. So anyway, I'm going to make an exception. It's got these cute little dividers, but anyway, we'll open this up as we're setting it up. I'm not going to take the time to do that now. But anyway, it's dot grid. I thought I had ordered lined and I didn't realize that the paper in here was colored. Again, it's not a big deal because I'm actually using this as my faith planner. So I'm going to combine these two. So I'm going to use I'm not going to use this cover or these dividers, or this is not a custom, so the monthly is set up here. So I'm not going to use these monthly pages necessarily. I may be gluing some pages together, but I'm going to be using this as my faith planner / journal for 2026, or at least I'm going to start the year with that. So I'm going to be combining these two, maybe even changing out the discs because these little discs won't be enough for sure. I've got another use I could do with these little mini discs. And then I've got some other discs to the side here that I could use to set this up with that would maybe match this but meet my needs. So anyway, using Happy Planner, kind of a hodgepodge of Happy Planner parts and pieces to make my faith planner for 2026. Okay, we're winding down. I've just got 2 more planners that I plan to use for 2026. And this, you did see me unbox on the channel. This is the Keleva Plan half sheet fruits and floral cover and divider set. So I'm going to be building a planner that I'm going to be using for cleaning. And I'll talk to you a little more about how I'm going to use that when I do my setup video for this. I also bought the verse of the day half sheets, and I don't know if I'm going to put those in this planner or not. We will see if I'm going to do that. I may just make this a cleaning planner. You know, the goal is that I time block in my catch-all planner some time for cleaning every single day during the week on the days that it fits in the best. And then I can quickly go to this cleaning plan to see what things that I need to do. There's just not space in my catch-all for me to add all of the minute details of what needs to be cleaned or tidied or organized or what quarterly cleaning needs to be done. And so my thoughts were that I would put that here and then block out time and then come here to see what needs to be done. I don't know that it makes sense to have the verse of the day in this half sheet planner with my cleaning plan. So we'll see. I may end up not using these, or I may end up trying to pop these into my faith planner and just seeing how the half sheets go in there. That is a big planner, like the big Happy Planner, not the classic size. And so this is, you know, it's obviously not going to fit just right. So I'll just have to kind of see how to use that. But this little half sheet is going to be my cleaning planner. And then you also saw this on the channel as I unboxed all the fall stuff. And I know it may be a little bit weird to use the pumpkins and the fall kind of colors all year long, but I love pumpkins and florals so very much. These are some of the things that I love to grow in my garden. And so I am going to actually be using this as my garden planner. I have been using another planner as my garden planner for the last 3 years in a row because it doesn't need to be dated. It's not something that I write in every single day. It's just where I plan out seed sales and tuber sales and what I'm buying and what my plans are for the year. And then I do my garden layout on some pages in there, my rotation so that I can keep up from year to year where I'm putting things, what type of pests I've been having problems with, what type of, if I've had problems with a mold or a disease getting on plants, that kind of thing. When I buy compost, all the garden things. And so I'm going to turn this into kind of a permanent garden planner for the next, at least 2026. We'll see if I'm going to move forward to other years. It does not bother me that it's pumpkins, and pumpkins are more like a fall item. I love pumpkins. I don't mind looking at them all year long. And so that is going to be my garden planner for the year. So that is, let's see, how many planners did I say that was? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10 different planners, but they're not all going to be used as 10 different planners. You'll see how I'm going to use it, how I'm going to combine some of them. Again, every single one of these will not be touched every single day, but that's my planner lineup for 2026. I would love it if you would drop into my comments or my messages over on Instagram. Tell me what your planner lineup is going to be. If you have questions about any of the things you've seen here, you can either go back and watch the unboxing videos. As I'm moving forward, I'll have some setup videos for all of these items, and you'll get to see me using these all through the year of 2026, how I use them, how I put stickers in them, how I plan goals, all the things. I hope that that's helpful to you. And again, just drop in the comments and let me know if you want to know more information about any of these, if there's anything you want to see me using for the year, or just let me know what you're using for 2026, because I love to see what other people are doing in their planners as well. So I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me over at With Woman Health. And I look forward to seeing you again here real soon as we start setting all these planners up, because like I said, tomorrow's January the 1st and it's time to get cracking in these new planners. All right, get out there today and do at least one thing to help move you towards better health. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.